Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michael of Mori Critique, and today I am bringing you my first impressions of Assassin's Creed Origins. From Egypt, currently we are in Alexandria, and I have to say this game is beautiful. So, this time it is in Egypt. We have a new hero. It is the origin of the Assassin Order, which is quite the interesting part. But you know the rigmarole. What we have to do first is, let's go back up, is the options menu. We're gonna go to the options, and here we go. We have, of course, screen calibration, where you can adjust the screen brightness. I actually should put that down a tiny bit. Monitor, aspect ratio, resolution modifier, so you can go higher. This is, again, quite frequent option now lately. Refresh rate, obviously 60 Hz because I have a 60 Hz monitor. VSync, I use adaptive, meaning that if I have low FPS it shouldn't work or do anything, but if I have high it's gonna stop screen tearing. I use it because to lock it to 60, just because first I do tend to have some issues with screen tearing in video games, and for the recording it's better to have a stable 60 FPS frame rate than some varied frame rate around 70 to 80, which is about where the game would run without the lock. We'll talk about performance later. Field of view, this is amazing. This in a third-person game, and especially in a game like Assassin's Creed, this is very useful. I did put it down a bit, I believe, to 90, just because I do enjoy the way Assassins play from a closer perspective. FPS limit is pretty standard, and HDR and HDR settings. Obviously I don't have HDR enabled monitor. Graphics, I'm using controller, by the way. It is all fully mouse enabled, so yeah. Alright, so first we have performance tools. For some reason I am on stable. 27 above 60 FPS and 73 between 30 to 60. So yeah, I don't really know what this means now, but you can pretty much see that most of the time I am at 60 because I have a lock now, especially, then it's gonna stay that way. This is a great tool for knowing how to set your game here. It's last 30 seconds of gameplay, it seems. Obviously you can do benchmarks, but I didn't do them. It does know your computer, so your CPU, your GPU, your RAM, your API, your drivers, and all that. Graphic quality, I'm on custom because I did change a few things. Dynamic resolution, that's anti-aliasing stuff, and AA, obviously. Again, you have the beautiful part which I like about, yeah, this does affect dynamic resolution there. I like that Ubisoft does this where they kind of show you what it means. So you can see that ultra high shadows are beautiful. High, not much of a difference, but very low are just a smudge. Environmental details, again, you can kind of see, this is not the best because, wait, what was the first one? I'm not gonna save though. Texture detail was the highest. See, this is a muddy mess of a texture. This is pretty bad, pretty good. Oh, that's beautiful. Tessellation, terrain, everything is very pretty. The fog, even there you can somewhat see how it affects everything. I'm gonna set high though. Water is gorgeous in Assassin's Creed games all the time. Volumetric clouds, pretty self-explanatory. Texture detail on the character, high. Characters, you can go up to ultra high actually. See, now the problem I have is that you can't really see the difference there. But, you know. Ambient occlusion and depth of field. So let's just don't apply the settings and... No, we are not done. No, the menu is not the best, I have to say that. Okay, yeah, I want to actually set the depth of field on because I do enjoy depth of field, so let's just apply that. Obviously you have gameplay settings, so you have aim assist. There's a partial aim assist. Yeah, I'm playing with a controller, but I still don't use it. It does work kind of on its own. There's a photo mode, which is pretty nice, but it doesn't have NVIDIA Ansel support, which is the screenshot taking utility by NVIDIA. So, but it has that. I will show you in a moment. Enemy auto level, this is like the Bethesda style of doing things, because this is much more of an RPG than the previous ones, where enemies are your level if they're lower than you, but not if they're higher. So pretty good if you want challenge, if you can over level some enemies. Difficulty goes up to Nightmare. I'm playing on normal. The game is quite difficult, I have to say. Blood, damage of various kinds, sound, dialogue boost, dynamic range, frequencies, pretty cool. Language, and of course control settings. Let's just see here. You can even you can rebind the controller, which is insane. Like I can set parry to RB. And that's something I should not have done. Reset. Yeah, thank you. You can do that, which is amazing. Like most games don't allow you to do this. And especially not into this extent. That's insane. Obviously, you have mouse and keyboard, and I have to report it's not that bad. It is actually quite playable, but obviously, controller is better. All right, so how's the performance? The performance, I have to say, is really good on my system. It very rarely drops below 60. Whenever I start the game, I do get very few, but I do get some frame drops to around 50, sometimes even 30, but it seems that that's just caused by the game loading. But right now it's just rock solid 60 with an occasional drop to about 55 at random moments. I can't really point to what's causing it. It happens just randomly, but it should not harm me that much. I played hours of this game and I didn't see a single one. It just seems to be random, maybe tied to your disk. Obviously, I am recording, so my disk is constantly writing, and I do not have an SSD or anything like that. So, oh yeah, we can climb on this. So let's just drop down. Alright, so the performance is again solid. I would probably bump a few settings down if you are experiencing some frame rate issues. Obviously, VSync is not helping that. If I maybe left it off and just locked the game, it would help, but again. Now, the sound and voice acting is, again, it's pretty good. Obviously, sounds are awesome. The city does feel alive. That's something that, you know, I'm not an audiophile, I don't know what you call that. I'm not a person who understands audio too much, so I have to say that for me, the game sounds awesome. It's immersive. You know, the sound of him climbing is immersive, and here we are above the city of Alexandria. And there is one of the world wonders, the what is it called? The Lighthouse of Alexandria. And here we are on a roof. Egypt is quite the pretty place, I have to admit. I did visit Egypt like 4 times. I saw the pyramids and all that, and they're in the game actually. They are just locked right now, or probably like way too far away. It is quite a big open world. Giza is right here. This is where the pyramids are. We can actually probably travel there, but these things do tend to be level limited. So we're in Alexandria, which is a pretty big city. Not sure what the scale would be. Obviously, real life Alexandria would have been larger, but I think this suffices. So let's talk gameplay. Gameplay is solid. You know, it's the standard Assassin's Creed way of climbing around walls and walking rooftops, but what changed is the combat system. They did heavily change that. So as you can see, I have a weapon here. I can switch a weapon. So I have a spear now. You have a bow, which I'm not gonna fire because arrows are limited, and it's amazing. I enjoy it so very much, and the reason why I haven't finished other Assassin's Creed games, and just note that I have every single Assassin's Creed game except Syndicate. Every single one. I have Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, 4, Rogue, Unity. I have them all, and I did play every single one of them for at least some time. Let's just say I never got around to finishing any of them, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish this one because it is fun. So let's talk about one thing that I like to call the freedom factor in open world games. What's important is how much freedom do you have. Obviously, you have games like The Witcher 3, where you are in an open world setting, but the world is not technically open world, as there are locations that are locked to you and you need to access them, and then you need to fast travel there. And then there are games like Skyrim where you can pretty much go everywhere except certain locations. From what I can see here, the game is fully open world. After you finish the intro, you are set out to Alexandria, or from your village or town of Siwa, which is here. That's Siwa. You can travel there. Fast travel is in the game, or you can ride a camel. We did stop Temple of Sekhmet in Yamu, so we stopped here, and then I obviously continued to Alexandria. It is not that large as it looks. It is a bit smaller. I wonder if you can have boats. I do wonder. But yeah, I think the freedom is pretty nice. There's a lot of activities, as there usually is with Ubisoft titles. So what else do we have here? Then what are you going to be spending majority of time doing? Well, that's doing quests, killing people, and jumping around. And that's what we are going to do right now. I had a quest here. Yeah, 50 meters. There should be some sort of a quest here. I wonder where it is. Yeah, here. So I want to take this quest. Obviously, this is a side quest. This is not story, so it should not spoil anything.
Great Serapis, are you as merciful as Amun?
Welcome, brother.
Thank you, priest.
It is good to see Egyptians come back. Since my drummer was jailed, it has been quiet.
The silence is striking.
A tanner jailed my drummer, accused him of stealing a precious Nubian lion skin from the Daivats. Poor soul even worked for him. Tragic. He is an honest man.
Leave this in my hands, priest.
And of course, because you are quite the goody two shoes, you will help him. So we're gonna hold. No, that's not what I wanted. And so I'm not familiar with the icons for the controller. So I got confused. But this is a mechanic that you unlock as a skill. You can meditate. So it's kind of like Witcher 3. But we do need to go into quests. Don't read the side quests. Serapis unites. And that's not too far away. Yeah, and it doesn't allow you to just jump out, but hey, it's the night now, so you can do things in the night. You are fully level, so, and you actually do get gear, so you have levels for it, and you have different types. So this is a pay-to-win Helix credit thing. We'll talk about the business model later. So let's go do this quest, so you can see kind of the majority of time, you know, what this game is about, the meat of this game. Oh yeah, and even the health system is remade here. You still have regenerative health, but it's not as simple as it used to be. So now, objective is in proximity, and you have Seno, which is the eagle, and you kind of search for them. We have the target. We know where the drummer is. I hope we're gonna get into some sort of fight. Now, I actually did hopefully unlock the hidden blade. You don't have it at the start. You have to move further in the story to get it. I'm not necessarily going to tell you how you get it or anything like that. But I just know that at the start it is very much different than our other Assassin's Creed games. Oh, there was a big frame drop here. I don't even know what caused that. Okay, let's go down here. You do take damage from certain falls now. I usually in the previous AC games I did see a trend of you either die or you just survive. So I am very happy to report that this is not the case anymore. And yes, and now we can kill the commander, the captain as well. So let's hide Kolsenu to kind of scout around here. There's a guy. There's a lot of them. Okay, this is not gonna be easy. We do need to find the captain down. Those two are sleeping, so we probably should go and kill them so they can't wake up. Now the guard tower here and that guy. We do need to get rid of them because they can see you from the top of the walls. So obviously I'm higher than them, but as soon as I go down, they could see me and they could endanger everything. So I did kind of tag them here, and I can use the bow, and it does show you how much damage you will do. So see, I'm not gonna do much damage, so I'm not gonna shoot. What I would rather do is I'd rather take that guy on the number 9 over there. It means that he's level 9, so. He's dead. Obviously, that was me using the. Oh yeah, and let's set a trap here. So this is the Blazer. I don't know what it's called. They light it to call for their enemies. For their enemies. No, why did I say that? For their allies. So there's another one over there. So let's take him as well. So it seems this has only one animation, which would be quite disappointing. You just have to make sure nobody notices us. Now here you can actually replenish your arrows. Can you go down there? Also, you can carry the bodies, and you can hide them. Okay, Senu? I need to know. Where's someone who could see me? I am kind of fine because there's a trap on the fire, so they can't really call for the reinforcements, but still. Okay, this guy saw me, so he's gonna start looking for me. And I got a heavy blown. Yeah, that's a treasure.
Hey, hold on.
Do they know? Do they know? I did kill him quite quickly. We could shoot them, but I didn't really want to. Alright, there's the drummer we're looking for. Okay, let's just get on the roof here. Oh, he's over there. Let's just go there. I will. Oh, wow. Okay, leap of fate. I do want to kind of show. Okay, we did run into a little. Okay, so we ran into a bit of a bug here. All right. So that's the photo mode. Incidentally, I want to screenshot this because, well, Uplay is gonna be very happy about it. I am not, because Now I have to reload. I apologize for that. This didn't happen before. Oh yeah, there's Valley of the Kings, which is the Curse of the Pharaoh and Sinai, which that's the DLC. We'll talk again about that later. I wanted to show you. Actually, no, this will be great. This will be good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna. How do you reload? I just realized I don't know how to reload because there's no load button. You can do enemies control panel, which is cheats pretty much. I'm gonna try pressing like F keys. Yeah, you can't reload. That's quite the, let me just say, over, like, how, okay, so we will have to go back to the tile, it seems. Because if I go character, reload quest objective. I just want to reload the quest objective. This will reload all the quests to there. No, can I just do it for the side quests? Will it reload me though? I can redo the quests. They're not that difficult, but yeah, so it will reload me. Cool. Now I'm gonna go in guns blazing pretty much, and I'm gonna go killing them, and I want to show you how different it is this time. Oh great, they put me here. Yeah, the water is beautiful as usual. You get wet even, which just looks pretty awesome. He Bayek here, he does actually like shake the water off. It's pretty awesome. You can see it's darker, you know, the cloth is wet. There's water, you know, going from him. It's the attention to detail is pretty damn good. Obviously, it does go away very quickly because it's a video game, and that would not be too pleasant. But you know, yeah. Okay, let's just go. As I said, guns blazing.
Stop it!
So we show him.
Bring him down!
That guy's down. All right, the number 8 over there. That's gonna be quite the tricky one.
Yeah, big guy. You.
Oh, we can assassinate him. I don't want to fight this one. He is very difficult to kill. Now your arrows are, oh, there's more of them. Damn it. Oh, that's the captain even. So you can still dodge, but it's no longer told to you via a little icon above their head. It's not as easy to just master the parry button.
I see you.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so Brazier is lit. So I am protecting against his attacks with my shield. See, he does. And he just opened me to an attack, and I'm nearly dead. Because it's difficult. So we're gonna have to run away a bit. Okay, and we have this somewhat of a special ability where you just go into like a berserk mode, and we're dead. Yeah, that's the new Assassin's Creed combat. It is difficult, and you know these guys are not that high of a level, and I do have quite powerful weapons. It is very difficult to just go in, you know, in the so-called guns blazing style. It is difficult, and that's good. Yeah, he's over there. So, what else is there? Let's this is the gameplay, obviously. Let's not spend too much time here. You can craft or upgrade things as you know, just usual gear. So if you have wood, I could hold, craft. Same thing here. Obviously, don't, you can hunt. There is very extremely basic character customization. So as you can see, Bayek has this beard and a head full of hair. Well, he can have you know, the kind of more standard Assassin's Creed hood. Obviously, you can change outfits. I have a segment costume and Ezio outfit, but I use his because it's the best one. But if he actually gets shaved in the story, so you can make him look like this, which personally I don't like. I was very sad that that happened, but you can combine. You can have just hair or just the beard, so you can have him some, you know, looking like that. I do keep both because I do very much like that style. Yeah, you can have more 2 weapons. That's standard. Hidden blades. So as you can see, it's here. You can upgrade. It does a lot of damage. It does 1,769 damage, which is more than any other weapon, pretty much. You know, that's 10 seconds of whacking them with this sword. Yeah, that's about it. Ability, yeah, you have the abilities, so you level and you kind of unlock them, and some cost more ability points. So the standard leveling system is here. Gear, you pick up from enemies. It's pretty standard linear progression. There's not too many effects on them, so that's pretty good. But there are like bleeding on hit, adrenaline on kill, and health on hit. So that's pretty good. And this is the Helix sign, which moves us to the business model. There are still editions of the game, but you know, mostly it's the Assassin's Creed and Assassin's Creed Gold Edition. The Gold Edition has the Season Pass, which I would recommend. I would just definitely tell you, just go get it. I'm very sad that I didn't, because it's pretty damn good. It looks pretty awesome. There's the Curse of the Pharaoh and the Hidden Ones DLC, and I presume there's going to be probably a bit more coming to it. I don't know if this all is in it. I think the deluxe pack is not in it, but the Hidden and the Curse of Pharaohs is. Let's just go and take a look if it's gonna do what I think it's gonna do. It's opening the Uplay overlay. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Access to 2 major expansions of 2018, 2 customization packs, day 1 weapon, and base Helix pack. So you get all of what's here. I don't think you get the deluxe pack. I don't know if there's gonna be more DLC. If not, then probably just get the DLC. I heard that the Hidden Ones is pretty damn good, and the Curse of Pharaohs just goes kind of out of the window with fantasy stuff. Then you have packs for Helix points, and that moves us to the microtransactions, which is here. So again, this is the standard Ubisoft point system. This is like $60, $50, $25. This is like $10, and this is $5. And you get these Helix points, and you can buy time savers. You can buy money, so you can literally buy 35,000 gold coins for 2,000. What? Where did I go? For 2,000 Helix points, which is about 25 bucks. It's on 1,500 right now, so you still would need at least these 2 packs. I don't know how much that is. I didn't think the balance is difficult. I didn't have a problem really with anything. You can buy ability points, materials, maps, for a variety of things, but this all seems to be like, hey, pay for cheats. I don't have a problem with it. You can get gear, which does have stuff in it, like actual stats that are a lot better. SPQR, I do want this because it's Romans. I love Romans. The auxiliary shield. I did get one of the swords and one of the bows, I believe, but I'm not high enough level to use the bow yet. Yeah, the corrupted soul bow. Personally, I don't care. It doesn't make the game that easier, especially when I'm pretty bad at it. I still do most things stealthily, so I don't care. I don't think it's that big of a deal. So, what's bad about it? Honestly, the writing is kind of meh. But other than that, the story overall doesn't feel like we are saving the world or anything too grandiose. But it's awesome. The environment is brilliant. Like, it's beautiful as hell. And I don't see a reason not to purchase this. Like, this is the best iteration of Assassin's Creed there ever was. And I want to play so much more of this. And I nearly killed myself. Yeah. I have to wholeheartedly recommend this title because it is that damn good. There was something about censorship of statues in some places though, that they did censor nudity or whatever. It's not that important. Let's assassinate him. And it's an insta-kill, obviously. But there's guards now. On horses. And you're getting shot very, very easily, and it hurts. And you're dead. As I said, it is difficult, which is something new to Assassin's Creed, and this is the normal difficulty. You could easily go 2 up and just get destroyed unless you go very carefully and stealthily. So, for me, an absolute 100% recommendation. This game is beautiful, it plays well, and I don't see anything that could go wrong with it, honestly. Maybe be wary about the microtransactions, but it's not really any pay-to-win system. You are not paying for power that you need. You can pay to get better gear, but that's all up to you. And personally, I don't care. It's not it's not intrusive to the gameplay. I don't feel like I'm underpowered. I don't feel like I'm overpowered using those premium items. So, yep, full recommendation. So with that, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.